Wonderful morning to everybody who has joined here for the pre-market outlook discussion today for the date of 14th of October. Based on the review we have done for the Nifty, the Nifty has actually shown its resilience and as well as the intactness about maintaining the momentum despite of yesterday's global markets weaknesses. Our market have not respected in the same manner. It has actually limited or restricted the downside than others. And because of that, this kind of, while the trend is likely to be in the way of negative, but it is not respecting and it is not giving same kind of movement, means where it is not giving involvement or interest towards participating in the same trend, which may also give the signal to move in the opposite direction or the existing direction also can be termed. That is what the bull is run. So it is expected to make that, but for that it may take 1 or 2 sessions even, since it has not actually moved either side of ranges from the Friday's high and close if you take. So that is what the behavior based observation. That means in a wholesome manner, we can see the continuation or the attempt towards continuing bull run as it is trying to form a new leg of rally. Might be expected from Nifty and Sensex. That is very simple. And if it's so, what we can do means that for the positional traders, it is very favorable one for the long position build. Because see, the positional traders, if you are already holding or trying to purchase new positions, means you can keep the stop loss or support as 25,145 on an immediate basis. Even though it is getting broken, nothing to worry, as it has closed consecutively 3 days in a row, more than an analysis based expectations and predictions we have given for the close. We actually expected and given the conditions like 2 continuous days only. So yesterday it also closes for the 3rd day. So that is a very good signal for the market to continue the upward rally. Anyhow, the consolidation based things and all will be somewhat delaying the upward rally or new leg of rally we are expecting and discussing now. That is the another thing. See, as long as the positional based support, we can see 24,915 exact support we are actually pronouncing here, 24,915. So that support, as long as held by Nifty, any downside, whatever the strength may be, that may be utilized for building the long or accumulating further. Positionally, if it is breaking 24,915 only, we should be cautious on continuing the upward positions holding or continuing the long positions or building the long positions like. So that is the only space one should be very cautious. Otherwise, it is good for the long trade as well. And on the upper hand, in case the Nifty in today's or tomorrow's trend, it is trying to move above the level of 25,331 exactly to be say. That is also an additional advantage the Nifty would be receiving from the signal of breaking 25,331 to see the further level of 25,450 as a whole, or to be in an exact manner, previous high was 25,448. So that's it. And if it is trying to move beyond that 25,450 zone, 25,600 something, actually that was the high made during the June month. Afterwards, the high has not been retested. So that is what the many attempts taken by the Nifty got failed by reaching this particular 25,660 plus. So that may be attempted if it is forming the new leg of rally as predicted. These are all for the positional traders. What may be the intraday based trading means along with the discussion for the opening trend and other things and all, we can actually discuss that too. For the day, as per the strategic path it has witnessed in the recent, that means yesterday's session, the Nifty also held the important support zones and trying to form the new leg of rally. Today's opening position may be for the Nifty and the Sensex side expected on the flat to positive manner. And as long as it is holding those support zones what we have discussed till now, the possibility for moving into sideways with an intention to attract buying in any meaningful dips and the new leg of rally for forming this particular thing, the Nifty should break 25,331. So as long as it is holding for the day about the level of 25,025, and probability will be very higher for making upward attempt. That is very, very clear and simple. So we have explained for the day traders this one. And in case the 25,145 getting broken, nothing to worry. It may be utilized for retracement activities, and where one already built the long can be accumulating further or average it, or otherwise fresh entry also can be made. So that is another part in terms of 25,145 zone. And from the higher side, immediate basis resistance can be seen as 25,261. And 25,231 will be the next for the day traders. So these are all the levels. And the tactics would be buy on dip. The strategy would be better to adopt by every day traders with the buy on dip strategy. Because we have clearly pitched on where the real and strong support is actually there for Nifty. So based on that, one can, by deploying this buy on dip strategy, keep enjoying the market moment. And from the sectoral side, we can see today, as yesterday also, some important NBFC oriented, housing finance oriented, finance stocks actually stepped into supporting the market. Today also we can see that, because that L&T Finance, Piramal Enterprises, and even from the Muthoot and Manappuram Finance also we can somewhat expect the momentum. And MFSL, these kind of stocks can be focused. Mid-cap oriented NBFC stocks can be focused in a higher priority manner. Banking side, public sector banks would be the first priority to be watched out. And particularly from the mid-cap oriented banks, along with only one large cap, that is State Bank of India. So the mid-cap oriented stocks like Indian Bank, and after Indian Bank, it may be on the Bank of Baroda, Punjab National Bank. Afterwards, it may be continually, you can actually keep focusing on other PSU banks also, can back likely. But on the private, that means banking side, we can expect some mid-cap oriented private banks can be participating in today's upward momentum. Anyhow, there is no such negativity we are seeing on the bank side, so that it would be an opportunity for making long build-ups, long bets. After these two giants, and the next one which is actually going to weigh on today's market would be energy. Energy in terms particularly from the power side. So this power like a Torrent Power and NTPC Green Energy, Inox Green Energy, this type of renewable energy oriented stocks can be focused. From the multinational corporation side, we can actually focus some stocks would be having momentum. So that also maybe in the way of L&T and ABB and many stocks actually, including some pharmaceuticals, including some engineering. So all the MNC oriented stocks also may be in focus. And real estate would be the next sector to be watched out. The stocks starting with Lodha Developers and Godrej Properties, DLF, these stocks can be watched. Finally, it would be the greater one, which is actually moving the market on either side in the recent days, that was IT. So the IT sector can be closely monitored, because some companies announcing their earnings as well as the momentum already got by some important IT stocks also may help the IT index to perform well. So that's it from sector side we can discuss. For the day traders, day trading opportunities can be found on the stocks like Tech Mahindra, ICICI Lombard, General Insurance, ICICI Prudential Life Insurance, Persistent Systems, IREDA, Bank of Maharashtra. These are all the stocks based on the results announcements we have mentioned here. So apart from these, some stocks based on the news, based on the technical behavior, also listed out for the day trading opportunities, that also may be focused, like HCL Technology based on the results announced, and KFIN Technologies, Tata Motors, because Tata Motors is based on the spin-off operations, the demerger X date is falling today. And Lodha Developers, Anand Tredi based on earnings report, RBL Bank, KEC International. That KEC International will be the higher concentration should be needed for that because it secured an order. So these are all the stocks along with the results based we have mentioned in the table can also be focused. In all the way, it would be very, very important to keep a strict stop loss on every transactions. That's it from today's pre-market discussion we can have. Wishing everyone to utilize the market opportunity as per the behavioral analysis outcome we have discussed here, and the strategies and levels in all the way we have provided for you. Make an informed decisions without any emotions. So that would be a great opportunity for those who particularly concentrating on stocks, individual stocks than the index, because in the midst of the consolidation or sideways momentum, it would not be a fruitful one for focusing on the index based one. Maybe for the minimal points gaining and all, like a risky traders can focus for the 30 points, 50 points, like on the Nifty or Bank Nifty means approximately 100 points movement can be captured. So that is the strategy one can follow. Wishing everyone to have a wonderful trading day today. Thank you for your participation.